What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing a brand new build that just became available to utilize today within Destiny 2 Season of the Seraph. And guys, this is one of, if not the most powerful builds available in the entire game right now. Like, it would not surprise me if Bungie nerfs this pretty soon, so you better get on it. And so, let's get started. Now, this is a Void Hunter build, and it revolves around the singular exotic chess piece, the Gyrfalcon's Hauberk. Now, you may be thinking, wait a minute, you're saying this is a new build, it just became available. This is an older exotic, and that's true. However, only today, with the launch of the Dawning 2022 event, did Bungie release a new update that actually completely redesigns what the Gyrfalcons does. So previously, it was all about going invisible and getting a damage bonus, and in PvP, in the Crucible, it was a little bit too oppressive. So, Bungie again completely redesigned how this exotic works, and here is the new intrinsic perk, See Me, Feel Me. Your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. When you are invisible and defeat a combatant while using a finisher, all of your weapons gain bonus damage. You and your nearby allies gain a reserve overshield and improved class ability regeneration. These reserve overshields can be deployed by using a class ability. But guys, frankly, we are really just concerned about volatile rounds. This had nothing to do with volatile rounds when it was originally introduced into Destiny 2, but volatile rounds are some of the most powerful things you can do with Void 3.0. Like, they're just insane for what they do to your ad clearing capabilities and even your DPS capabilities. And previously, the only way to get volatile rounds was this one fragment that would give you them if you got a grenade kill. So most Void 3.0 builds were revolving around grenades. You'd probably have like almost 100 discipline to get more volatile rounds uptime. But now, with the updated Gyrfalcons, it is stupid easy. All you need to do is break out of invisibility. So put on the Vanishing Step aspect that gives you invisibility every single time you dodge, and as you can see, you dodge, you shoot, you get volatile rounds. You basically have an instant activate volatile rounds button on your hunter now, because whenever you want it, you can simply use your class ability and then start shooting. You got volatile rounds. Importantly, you do actually have to do something like shoot to break out of invisibility. If you naturally let it end, you won't get volatile rounds. But still, this is insane. This is so much easier than actually having to go and get a kill with a grenade. And it opens up brand new possibilities. How about the fact that now you can utilize this to get extra DPS? That's right. As you can see, simply dodge at the beginning of a boss DPS phase, and it gives volatile rounds to your void weapons. Now, if only we had some good void weapons for DPS. The Taipan, like arguably the best weapon in the entire game for boss DPS, is void. Now you can squeeze even more damage out of that thing just by dodging. That is just incredible. So you have an instant on switch for volatile rounds whenever you want it. Now, you don't have to spec into discipline. You can completely change how your build works. That is already insane. But guys, it gets so much more insane with the introduction of a different aspect, Stylish Executioner. Now, this says defeating a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target grants invisibility and true sight. And yes, you're probably putting together what this means with the Gyrfalcons. This means you have infinite volatile rounds and infinite invisibility. Because here's the loop. You do one dodge to become invisible at the start, and then you break out and get volatile rounds. Then when you kill an enemy with volatile rounds, which is like the easiest thing to do in the entire game, you then get invisibility. And then the next guy you shoot, you will break out of invisibility and get more volatile rounds. It is an infinite chain of volatile rounds and invisible. Like, it is. Did Bungie playtest this? Because you went from, again, the only way you get volatile rounds was to have to get a grenade kill to now, oh yeah, bro, just shoot. Like, just shoot enemies and you'll constantly chain between volatile rounds and invisibility. Like, what the heck? Now, this isn't the only, like, powerful chain within Destiny 2. Like, there's a lot of things where once you get it going, you know, think the Arc Melee Hunter build and stuff like that, it really starts popping off. You know, the Solar Titan throwing the hammers, charging up the damage once it's high damage is really good. But a lot of those, once you break the chain, things get less powerful and it can be a lot of work to get it back up again. With this, just dodge. Like, if something goes wrong, you lose volatile rounds, one dodge, and breaking out of that dodge will bring it back. Like, it's crazy. But how can we take advantage of this even more so? Well, let's talk about some weaponry and mods. So, in terms of my primary, I'm just using a funnel web, one with subsistence and adrenaline junkie. This is going to be fantastic for letting me just kill enemy after enemy after enemy. I'm getting rounds back with not only subsistence, but Vice Stinger. A lot of you guys have a good funnel web. It is busted with funnel web. But you know, you could even go off of a Void primary, use something like this brand new Wilderflight. I mean, this has a repulsor brace to then also be giving you overshields as well. Something like the Deafening Whisper is another great idea for that. And now you're using a special weapon, you get so much more power, and you're still getting those volatile rounds with 100% uptime whenever you want them. And then again, you really want a Void heavy weapon. We already looked at the Taipan, but something like the Royal Entry Rocket Launcher is a fantastic choice as well. Now, in terms of the mods department, guys, you absolutely want to be running an elemental armaments. You're going to be getting a ton of weapon kills. Like, this is all built around weapons with volatile rounds, so this is going to drop those Void elemental wells. Then combine that with Font of Might. So not only are you getting volatile rounds, whatever you want, but then that is producing wells, which is getting you even more damage from Font of Might. You are just mowing through enemies with this combination. And interestingly, normally I had on Powerful Friends. I was originally going for high mobility, right? So I could start the chain, I could use that invisible class ability. But it's so easy to activate, and once Stylish Executioner is active, you get invisibility whenever you want, as long as there's ads around. I feel like you don't need that high of mobility. You could potentially invest in something else. 100 resilience for survivability would be a very good idea. So just keep that in mind. But some other things you should look at: seeking wells so that you don't have to go out and try to find your elemental wells. They just come to you. That's fantastic. Weakened Clear for even more damage. I was running like a Wither Horde, so this was very relevant. But also, Utility Kickstart to get more class abilities if you need it is a great one, because you are going to be utilizing your class ability, just again, not as much as I thought because of how good Stylish was. And so guys, there you have it. I might be a hunter main from now on until this gets nerfed. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.